wanted to say hello guys, this is Anarchy, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 6 video, but we're not even talking about Black Ops 6 in this one. Funny enough, it's going to be about an entirely different game this time. With the game they just released, Life is Strange True Colors, sorry, Double Exposure, and a lot of people have played this. So, today's video that I'm gonna make, I just wanted to basically talk about some stuff and basically discuss the future of Life is Strange in this video and where we're going. True Colors was really good. I know a lot of people are gonna sit here and be like, really? And they're probably gonna say True Colors was meh. It wasn't really good. But I played it, and from the little bit I actually played and what I saw online, made the game look amazing. Like the atmosphere, the aesthetic, for example, the location. I mean, if you haven't played it, just all the general stuff. And then there was just so much that made True Colors feel alive. And most of the reviews I'm seeing about this game is this game feels dead. The aesthetic isn't there, and Life is Strange Double Exposure it just doesn't have it. However, there is one thing I am gonna say, guys. If you guys are not about the whole now obviously you don't have to be like this huge believer in Life is Strange to even understand where I'm coming from here. So yeah, that's another thing I just wanted to like get out there, because I realize that some of you guys have this vibe that like these Life is Strange games are always gonna be good, and this one just wasn't. I mean, every Life is Strange game in the past has always been very good. But this one it felt like it was garbage, and I don't feel like there's really an excuse there for the Life is Strange team to get off easy this time, honestly. I feel like what they did is they kind of just fucked up, and they need to kind of take the fall. I mean, I don't know what else to sit here and say in terms of this whole argument. Like, people will sit here and they'll tell me, oh yeah, this game is whatever, you know. But in the end, I'm the one going like, this game is pretty trash. I mean, when I'm the one here playing it and I'm not enjoying the game, then yeah, it's pretty trash. But on the other hand, if I am not playing the game and it's other people playing the game instead, and they're telling me that they're not enjoying the game, it's also kind of garbage. And that's the case here. People are saying that this game is not fun. Just so we're clear, I am talking about Life is Strange Double Exposure. People are saying that this game isn't enjoyable. Now, I know my grinding in this game has been insane. But, like, people are saying that Life is Strange Double Exposure is complete garbage. And, I mean, I'll read through the reasons why. Obviously, as I play, pausing to do so at different points. But this is just bad, people. And, you know, I made a video a couple of years ago when they released True Colors. I made a review, or kind of a, like, synopsis, what I think video on True Colors, playing Cold War, and discussing my feelings on that game. And at the time, I didn't think it was going to be too amazing, but I actually ended up enjoying it a lot. This one, on the other hand, I think they've gone away from everything that they were naturally good at and thrown it away and ruined the franchise. So we're going to get into this in just a minute here. Alright, yes, this video is getting split up. This is chapter 2 of the video. This is where I read a bad review. Now, obviously, a disclaimer. I'm sure almost everyone who's played a Life is Strange game
Rapid
loves
Response
the
Team
first
Alpha,
game.
Security Chief Blanchard. How copy? I've barricaded the command center. Got a little dinged up, but I'll live. See if there's anyone left to save. Body cam's live. I'll keep eyes on.
Now, in just a second here, we're gonna get the next part, but I do need to discuss firstly that I really enjoyed the first game. That's how you get a bunch of points on round 1, by the way. To turn around 2 here. Okay. And also, there was a glitch at first, I remember, where it would just pop up the same round over and over. All the time, and it was super glitched out. Oh, 7 hours on these. I need to successfully exfil zombie kills with pistols. Now, I'm gonna ignore the part about True Colors because I don't evidently believe that True Colors is a bad game.
Listen up.
People
got
like
three
to
scientists
say,
unaccounted for. Last
oh
seen in
yeah,
town.
True Colors is bad. It's
Locating and
not,
extracting
it's
them
not a
is now your
good
top
Life is
priority.
Strange. But I am literally the biggest disagreeer on that because what is up with people's opinions on Life is Strange? Why is it so different now than before? Like, I'm
That's enough
just
of your
saying,
spooky
like,
bullshit.
before people
Nothing
were,
scarier
like,
than my right hook.
obsessed with Life is Strange, and now it seems like people are just hating on the game, evidently way too much, and it's kind of embarrassing.
Keep pushing. We need to find out what caused all this, even if it turns out it was us.
The most frustrating thing to me, I guess,
Beats the hell out of shooting lawn gnomes with an air rifle.
I don't think I mentioned how easy it is to get critical with this damn thing.
Insta-kill.
But after having gone through the first 2 episodes, the game's not worth the asking price. They're asking, I think they asked, it said 100 or 120 for the ultimate. And that was insane. True Colors I got on sale. I think it was $60 when I bought it, or something like that for the ultimate. And this is where my opinion is going to differ from the review here. The reason, and there will be minor spoilers, but nothing too crazy. But here's where my opinion differs, people. And that is that Life is Strange True Colors and these other Life is Strange games were actually very good, every single one of them. I don't believe there was a bad Life is Strange until Double Exposure, honestly.
Smoke grenade! Get on with it, you overblown slot machine. That's a relief. I was sure you'd have me over a barrel. Again. Yeah, ventilating you shits never gets old. Molotov lit!
Bonus points.
Dude, that is crazy fun. Zombie will always be here. 3 points. Let's go. Did we get anywhere but here? Alright, anyway. Let's move on. Clearly the asking price is not there, and it's because it fails to capture the spirit of the first game. And generally any other Life is Strange game that kind of was around the same time. It fails to capture that spirit, and you know what? I'm not gonna totally disagree with that. I feel like it does. That's kind of the icing on the cake there.
You can see the face on that thing? Oh, nightmare fuel.
But yeah, and a lot of people are gonna say, oh, but you're wrong. It captures it perfectly. It captures the essence of Life is Strange perfectly. And maybe it does to some people. Maybe it does somehow for some people. Capture that essence. Capture that life of Life is Strange. Or that, you know, like... maybe it does capture that vibe from Life is Strange. Reading on, this is not just because of Pricefield not being there, which is ultimately the main, one of the, like, 3 biggest reasons that I don't like this game to begin with. Pricefield doesn't continue, and Chloe Price is not in this game. Believe it or not. This frustrates a hardcore fan like myself more than ever, as I've played the first, literally, I've played the first game, I've played the second one, I played Before the Storm, and I even played some of True Colors, not fully finishing it due to being absolutely filled with massive amount of games on my workload, and just not having time to finish them all. However, that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy True Colors while it lasted. And would I have played it more? Absolutely. Now, maybe I'll make a separate video someday on the hate regarding True Colors that people have, because that is absolutely blasphemous.
Glass jaw, fucking figures. Mouthy shits like you never know when to quit. Are you related to Peck? That's what you get for standing in my way.
Now, moving on to the next part, let's talk about ambience, let's talk about environment, let's talk about background, let's talk about all that shit. I'm gonna get way more points by not grabbing that nuke. Sorry. You see all the fucking zombies that are alive here?
Decoy live.
I'm gonna toss a goddamn decoy. This guy, I believe, 4 kills off from that decoy. Whatever. I'm close on decoys right now in terms of, so I am honestly very happy with Black Ops 6, but that's not what we're talking about here. Let's talk about the fact that the ambience is dead, the vibe is flat, the character dynamics are uninteresting. Yeah, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers as much as I can making this review, by the way, guys. And I'm sorry I couldn't provide double exposure gameplay. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Moving on to like the next part here. Basically a lifeless game. Lack of any worthwhile thematics. The music doesn't stick in my head. like Before the Storm or Life is Strange 1, according to this review. I feel like all of the games at this point have had some memorable song, even when it comes to True Colors. They had that one song. I forget what it's called, but it is one of the main songs of True Colors.
Bed sheets on. Creepy bastards toast.
Yeah, Aether Shroud is so much better on higher rounds.
Someone go grab a mop and a bucket. We got a gusher.
So it's not often that I bring up that Life is Strange is absolutely crazy right now. And this game just makes it look really bad, honestly. So I'm really hoping down in the future that this game isn't the reason that the game is literally down the toilet. But then again, who knows? Basically have to use every weapon right now, and let's see. I should be able to just run a decoy real quick. Oh, some zombies, distract and kill. Like 3 or 4 there.
Max armor.
Stop looking at me like I'm bloody lunch. I ain't your fucking Sango.
An attachment. Oh, we got a new barrel. Probably can put that on too. Especially if it's higher damage, or maybe it's the recoil one. Honestly, you don't really need a recoil barrel on this gun anyway. Next up is just the fact that it is a direct sequel. And the mystery, once again, that Life is Strange always puts in their games, but this time it literally just doesn't make any sense. It's stupid and it's a tiresome one. And the worst part, it's not even as popular as, oh, who killed Rachel Amber? At least that
Steroids
one
for
was
me?
a little bit
Fuck
popular.
No. For my gun? Fuck yes. Don't suppose Uncle Sam gives out medals for marksmanship. I'd even settle for a bicky.
So yeah, another big thing that we just gotta talk about is this whole dynamic that this is nothing like the first game. The characters don't really make any returns. And I knew I was going to be making a disappointing review on this game ultimately. I didn't think I would be making a good one regardless, and you guys probably aren't going to believe that, but I'm just saying I didn't ever think I would be making like a good review on this game. And the reason I say that is because this game is just awful. I never thought I would be making a good review on it regardless. Moving up next to it is, yes, of course, it's a direct sequel, and there's a rule that you should generally focus on the most interesting part of someone's life, and this game fails to do that completely. But just aside, next up we're going to talk about Max. As she returns, it gives people the impression some form of continuation, whether it be in her relationships or in her own personal growth. This is completely out the window, and she's dropped into an entirely new setting, surrounded by entirely new characters, and even entirely new power. As this literally does nothing for the game. Now keep in mind, this is just a 2-episode review. I don't even know if the last 3 episodes are coming out yet. But even if they are, this game is already looking like garbage. And I'm pretty sure episode 3 will probably be out within the next month. So, game's looking like garbage. It'll probably be finished in January or February. And now some people are telling me there's an end screen with credits. So I don't know if that's the end of episode 2 or if that's the end of episode 5. I don't know about the solving of this mystery, and we're not going to delve into that because that's not what this video is about. However, this video is about, it has been 30 minutes. When you're promoting Return to Max, gives people an impression of a continuation, and they baited people with a familiar character to get them to buy a soulless game. Now, reading every goddamn review out there on this, I can bring you guys another one too at the end of this video from an actual Life is Strange fan that I know from the community. I mean, I will totally bring you guys that review just so you guys can see that many fans actually completely agree on where this is right now. And this whole, like...
This trial will evaluate specific skills.
And also, we need to talk about the whole movement and starting of Sam trials. Literally, if you want to complete this 35 critical hits on zombies, get out of the graveyard.
See? Can't be hungry if you don't have a head. Problem solved.
You will get trapped.
Double points.
I have added a note to your file to say you don't suck.
Now, let's just gonna bring in more zombies here.
My favorite idea. Not just book smart, but street smart.
I had expected you to be rocking back and forth in a fetal position by now. Despite your obvious deficiency, you succeeded against all odds.
Now, I wanted to basically discuss that this whole thing This whole review I've been making, I have another one. Unless those last 3 episodes are incredible, I highly doubt this will be the case. The ending of the original game was perfect. This is just a cash grab from a series that is clearly creatively bankrupt. Deck 9 should be ashamed of themselves for digging up this beloved character just to do this with her. This game is bad, save your money or not. Do what you like, but you really shouldn't give money to see this slop. The game is missing every core thing. It's not even really a Life is Strange title, if you ask me. I mean, let me go pull up 2 reviews here. Anatel did amazing as Max. It left a lot of questions. This person's rating was 7.5. Left a lot of questions. It's a beautiful game to look at. The soundtrack was good. Now, some people are saying the soundtrack's good, but some people are also saying soundtracks are bad. Or the soundtrack is bad. In terms of
Your
romance,
performance
there's
has
2
certainly
options.
given me
There's
a
a nice
great
option
deal
and
to
a
think
just
about.
nasty
Thinking
option, of
concluded.
course. So basically the Ryan-Steph option that was in True Colors. And they basically kind of brought that back is what it's looking like in terms of options. So they basically did something and decided, oh, let's do something like what we have done in the past. And
Wonder if I could write this off on my taxes. Who am I kidding? I'm not paying taxes.
now my biggest problem with this game is, as a returning Life is Strange fan, this doesn't feel like Life is Strange. You can ruin relationships, cheat on people in this game. This just doesn't feel like Life is Strange. Never in the romance of Life is Strange are you able to just go cheat on one character and romance another at the end of the game. That is never a thing you can do in Life is Strange. Like, this may be the first Life is Strange title to be like this, honestly. Because there is literally never a Life is Strange title where you can do the things you can do in this game. This isn't a Life is Strange game. This is almost a separate IP entirely. And the reason I say that, there's no Life is Strange characters in here. There's no real references to anything that happened in Life is Strange in here besides a picture of Chloe that Max has in her wallet. I mean, that is literally the sole thing that keeps this a Life is Strange game. Because every other part of this isn't Life is Strange. Matter of fact, all other parts of this basically make it seem like this is something else entirely. And I heard that Ultimate Edition just wasn't worth it. Despite all the cat pre-order stuff that you get. I just heard it wasn't worth it. Now let's go over one more fan's review of this game before I shut everything down and call it a morning. And from someone who is a hardcore fan, has played every Life is Strange, bought the Ultimate Edition and the Collector's Box, I was so disappointed. Now this is a hardcore fan's review of Life is Strange. Double colors, double exposure,
Massive cannon, minor
as it's
threat.
called, and honestly, I didn't like this either. I honestly felt like there was so much missing from this game. I honestly did feel like there was just so much missing. This game felt so tired. It felt like the entitled rat child of Deck 9, honestly. I mean, you have Before the Storm, and you have this absolute dumpster fire, and obviously that's not in the review, but it's still my personal opinion, which is going to be huge here. Do I recommend playing it? Absolutely not. Now keep in mind, this person bought the Ultimate Edition and Collector's Box. The only positive things I could say about this game: looks graphically gorgeous and runs super well, but that's it. Now, I do honestly have to keep in mind that this person is probably not going to give this a
Bang.
no matter what. But still, that's besides the point. I didn't feel like this game was anything crazy. I didn't feel like this game was crazy myself. I mean, if you guys felt like this game was crazy, go ahead and let me know down below. But the characters were so sloppy. Max didn't even seem like Max anymore. I mean, I saw a picture of her smoking, literally, leaked online, so I wouldn't be surprised. And the fact you can cheat on somebody, this doesn't feel like Max, and it doesn't feel like Life is Strange. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Any game where you could cheat on characters isn't a Life is Strange game. In Life is Strange, we've never been able to go and cheat on somebody. Now keep in mind, we've been able to make somebody a very close friend and have a romantic relationship with somebody else, but we've never been able to go and cheat on anybody. So the fact that this is kind of like its own thing that's in this game.
Tuck and sticky.
Max ammo.
Now, I mean, I guess the biggest thing that I could say about this select game is that, like,
Sentry turret's live. What's your fate? RKC's on the prowl. The fact that it's a bomb just adds to the cute factor.
Full power.
I'm always telling this stuff from the scabs. Some things never change.
But yeah, just going back through this review again, characters are sloppy. Only character I grew to like was Moses, and he became less and less important. The story, the more you play. New game mechanics were cool at first until they made you do it over and over and over in a single scene to make you fetch different items. Which is just reminding me of an RPG, honestly, is what it feels like here, is fetch questing. So many different plot points in the game fell through and disappeared, never to be mentioned again, leaving me feel confused, very confused as to what is even going on. Overall writing was horrid. The only time I felt like I wanted to play more of the story to know more was a cliffhanger after chapter 2. The way they handled the rest of the story is frankly embarrassing. I won't spoil anything, but the ending's not what I expected in a horrible way. I feel like they've gone off, got rid of Chloe, and are trying to change the heart of the game we love so much. Honestly, gonna pretend it never happened. Ranking wise, for me, it now sits above True Colors, which I had in last place. And then it just says, let me know your thoughts. Now, personally, I think I might watch some reviews on this tomorrow, but I think that this game has an F rating, in my opinion. Now, I'm sorry that that's my opinion, that I kind of hold a certain standard within Life is Strange games for them to not be dumpster fires. And I am honestly so sorry that that's what this Life is Strange has kind of brought out. That it just kind of made everyone think it was a
Tango
dumpster
identified.
fire.
How many kinds of these freaks are there?
In the biz, got plenty more where that came from.
Max armor.
Now, as they say in the biz, honestly, this is dumpster fire, and, you know, it's not often I will go and just absolutely go toasters on a goddamn game, right? I'm not that guy. Those of you guys who know me know that when I review something such as maybe Black Ops 6, Cold War, True Colors, etc., Mafia, I don't even know if I put out an actual review on it, but the point is, whenever I've reviewed something, generally it's a good review. Generally it is a positive review if I'm putting it together. I don't generally put together bad reviews on anything. Ridiculous. Why does he need damage? If you need fire on this map. Exactly what you need. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a very soft Life is Strange fan, and maybe I just want to watch from the games. But this is what I'm asking for, and if they're not giving me good shit, I can always go back and shit on games, because I have always been a Life is Strange fan. And the whole idea that I have to basically give up on everything I'm doing because it's dark now.
Efficiency's key when running a business. This is me being efficient.
Now, it really is unfortunate that I had to grill double exposure here for 40 plus minutes. It's such an unfortunate thing because I actually love Life is Strange, believe it or not. It's honestly my favorite game series of all time in terms of choice-based games. I will tell you right now, I'm not a big Telltale fan, but I love Life is Strange. It's literally my favorite choice-based game of all time, and I'm talking about the entire series. And it just feels like it fell
Structure available, you're ill.
Feels like they fucked everything up. Feels like they really fell short and they messed it up with this Life is Strange game.
You know your prices are a bit steep, but I think you're right. Ta.
Successful exfil. Alright, let's see if we could get a successful exfil.
Sit down, you big breath pile of ass cheeks.
It drops, did actually not drop a mutant injection. I thought he might. Okay, well. Let's go for exfil. Time to exfil. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for sticking with me in this video, and I really enjoyed making this for you guys. And after I exfil, I will be heading out in the morning, I guess, and yeah. It's supposed to despawn zombies, thank you. I can actually catch a fucking break here.
That's it. Send in the bird. The nerds are all cranky, and I'm one step away from
Pickups
going
inbound.
tits up.
Hang tight.
I see exfil spot in that weird ass location. Ah, okay. The exfil location is in the weirdest zone, but I'm actually okay with it.
Aquanauta calling for a chopper gun.
Route 16, you only have to kill 35.
Apple Mike, or get left behind. It's now or never, Alpha.
I'll do it again. Many bloody times.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Very happy you guys got to like enjoy this. I'm gonna say right now, absolutely go for exfils if you are on round whatever. If you're on round, I think what was it for me, like round 16, absolutely go for an exfil. If you're all set and you're on round 31 and you think you can deal with it, go for an exfil. If not, just try to stay alive, which is what I did to get extra camos and shit. Honestly, there should be some exfil camos, and it really sucks that there's not. Like, there should be ones for exfilling with a certain gun so many times. Lose firepower. Actually, I'm making good progress on the Goblin for not having it level 30. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed one. I guess I will see you guys in my next video, which will either be the Prestige 1 reward video or the Terminus and Liberty Falls solo playthrough videos, depending on when you guys are watching. So yeah, the rifle doesn't have too many specials in terms of camo. I don't think GPR is a base rifle though. Unlock the ASVAL and work on that once I prestige. Yeah, anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. I do want to show you guys my gobblegums real quick though, while I'm doing this whole thing here. Oh, also I have all these unlocked now, so we can kind of look at my different kills. 116 with the Molotov. I need to get 150 for gold. Decoy, I am literally right there at deceived and killed. The easiest way with this is go for knife kills at the start of the game. Fortunately, decoys take a while to unlock. At all the gobblegums I got multiple of like almost every gobblegum in the game. Multiple Phoenix ups. There is definitely a rarity thing in terms of Phoenix ups. Like crate power and wall power are definitely a lot more rare than like wall-to-wall clearance, immolation, liquidation on the house, and Phoenix up. Like, because you will get that shit so often, and then the purples are like almost all the same, but you will get respin cycle, nowhere but there, and like free fire way more than you will get anything else in there. And then in terms of here, you'll get temporal gift and anywhere but here almost every time. Like, let's look at knife kills. 1,328. What was that? I get 28 a game unless I'm just cheesing. Alright, anarchy out, everybody.